Some of my favorite courtroom dramas are Suits and Better Call Saul. They're full of some crazy, unrealistic stuff and some pretty realistic stuff that the writers really did their research on. My wife's pretty tired of hearing me complain about that stuff, and so I'm doing these videos so that you can hear me complain. I'm Jeremy. I'm a licensed attorney in Arizona and New Mexico, and I am reviewing Better Call Saul Episode 1. Starts with the judge looking really irritated, and it's pretty clear why he's irritated because Saul Goodman's not in the courtroom. The three defendants are in there. There's a courtroom full of people, which almost never happens, by the way. And then there's also the jury sitting there. Everybody's there except the defense attorney. This would almost never happen because the defense attorney is going to argue, well, wait, you let the jury in, and they saw that I was the reason that things were getting started late, and that prejudiced my client's case. So they're probably not going to do it. The order of things are probably going to be the attorneys come in, they say, okay, we're ready to proceed, even if it was a few minutes late. The judge is going to come in, the jury's going to come in, and then you actually get rolling.
This is not all there yet. If we were all held responsible for what we did when we were 19. I remember what it was like to be a kid. Think back. It's all Judge.
Now this scene in the bathroom is actually pretty legit. So I've seen this before, either in the bathroom, out in the hallway, attorneys that will be repeating their arguments to themselves, repeating their opening statement, talking to themselves about cases. They're trying to do it without people present, so you don't see it all the time. But I have actually seen it before. So to me, yeah, that scene's actually pretty legit.
What the hell kind of math is that?
700 per defense.
No. Defendant. Dent. 3 defendants, 2,100, which, by the way, bargained what I did for them.
They going to jail, ain't they?
Now, Saul's a private attorney, and so I have had people say, well, wait a minute, he's a private attorney. He's looking for his own clients. He's not a public defender. Why is the court paying him? So what happens is that public defenders' offices will either get super busy or they will have conflicts on cases and they can't work them. And so they will actually contract with private attorneys like me, and they'll say, okay, go take this case and work this case because we can't do it, for whatever reason. So that's the first thing that's legit. The second thing that's legit is that they don't pay jack squat. It's absolutely horrible. I know people that do only those types of cases. They do their whole career working only those overflow cases, and they are probably the busiest and most stressed out attorneys that I know, because you have to just be working constantly around the clock to make a good living off of those contract and overflow cases. But here they actually got it right. I've never seen another courtroom drama actually put anything like that out there. So yeah, good job.
Oh, to be 19 again. You with me, ladies and gentlemen? Do you remember 19?
Couple things wrong there already. So he's the defense attorney. He's defending these 3 teenage boys that are accused of something pretty grotesque, but I won't do any spoilers. He's defending these 3 teenage boys. So he's the defense attorney. The prosecution has the burden of proof. They get to do their opening statement first. In fact, the defense in a lot of situations actually has the option to not even do their opening statement until after the prosecution is done with their case. Don't see that a whole lot, but they do have the option to do that. That's what we call presentation of evidence. In an opening statement, all the prosecutor is really going to do is tell the jury, this is what you're going to see. This is what this witness is going to say. This is who you're going to hear from, and gives them a preview of the case they're going to see. You don't present evidence during an opening statement. And then, by the way, The scene ends without the prosecutor even saying a single word. And then they just go and sit down. So, yeah, 6 minutes into Better Call Saul, there's only about 9 things wrong with it. So, not bad.
You have meddled with the primal forces of nature, Mr. Hamlin, and I won't have it!
Do you want me to call security?
It's okay, Brenda. We got it.
Hey, Jack. Hey, Nate. Hey, Aaron.
What can we do for you, Jimmy?
I'm sorry. It's this table. Something just comes over me. You can tell me what this $26,000 is supposed to be for.
That's money for Chuck.
He wrote out a $26,000 check to the wrong guy without even seeing if that was the game plan. So, okay, never going to happen. I don't know anybody that's going to say, yeah, it's 26 grand, just take a gamble on it. We'll guess that it's actually supposed to be for written to Saul instead of Chuck. That's totally fine. The other thing is that if Saul is actually representing his brother in some capacity, the check could be written out to him. But if he is, you find out about 90 seconds later that Chuck doesn't even know about that check. Well, every offer for settlement, if it's representation, then this must be some kind of offer for settlement. Every offer for settlement has to be taken to the client unless they have in writing, I won't settle for X amount or less. But you find out it's just his share of the law firm profits should just be going straight to Chuck and up to Chuck to cash them. And frankly, he could have just signed his name on the back of the check and given it to Jimmy if that was, Saul, if that was an issue. So, yeah, only about 15 things wrong there. That's not bad.
You know what I mean? I don't know what it means. We can call that a stylistic choice, I guess, if you want to be
Hey,
mean.
fellas, we got business.
How did you find us?
I know. Eerie, right? Whoa, come on. Give me 30 seconds. Could be the most profitable 30 seconds of your lives.
Now, look, I'm totally aware that this whole show is about Jimmy McGill turning into Saul Goodman, right? It's a spin-off of the show Breaking Bad, which was literally just about watching a good person turn bad. And we're seeing the exact same thing here, right? Except for the argument might be Jimmy McGill was never all that good. But so this scene, he's starting to turn down as an attorney. He's a licensed attorney already, and he goes to just 2 Joe Schmoes on the street and says, hey, help me run a con on these 2 guys that I really want to sign as a client. And he knows because it's going to help me represent them. I'm going to show up, I'm going to be a hero, and they're going to love me and sign that retainer right away. Okay. Issue number 1, anything that speaks to an attorney's fitness to practice or their character as an attorney, if it's negative, it puts their license in jeopardy. So he's putting his license in jeopardy. We already know that. He's Saul Goodman. Okay. But he's putting knowledge of that fact into the hands of a couple skateboarders he found at the park. So not the smartest move that Jimmy's making here, bringing these guys in and just saying, yeah, hey, help me run this scam so that I can sign these clients. And he could lose his license, and probably in reality, these 2 guys go, yeah, you know what? Or you could give us $10,000, or we're going to go to the New York State Bar today and get you disbarred. It'll be a process for it, of course, but that's probably what happens in reality. But if that happens in the show, then there's no show. And we like courtroom dramas, and so we have to have a show. So that's Better Call Saul episode 1. You can see there's some real stuff, there's some fake stuff, but it's a fun show. You should have a look. Let me know if there is a show or an episode that you want me to review, or if you have any questions about it. I'm always happy to answer those. Again, I'm Jeremy with Civitas Law Group. Thanks for watching.